I need some people to load up on here. You see it. I'm livid. Bro, they're like there's more than a man just goes from throwing throwing 80 plus power punches and landing flush and not being able to phase Deontay Wilder to all of a sudden every single punch hits him so bad. Like get the heck out of here. Everybody knew from the get-go Tyson Fury cheated. Now we need that belt back. Give Wilder his belt back. You coward. Bro, I usually don't like to cuss on my streams, but bro, Tyson Fury is a punk bitch, bro. Give Wilder his belt back. You racist prick. Bro, they set that man up. They set that man up, bro. All these pictures are randomly coming out. They had these pictures, bro. The only reason that they're letting these pictures go now and letting people find them now is because it fits the narrative. They're like, oh, okay, so we did not let Deontay Wilder win on the day that it was most important for him to win. But now we're going to go ahead and expose Tyson Fury days afterwards. Come on now. Bro, think about it. Abraham Lincoln was the fifth president. February 22nd, whenever slave abolition happened. February 22nd. So, two important numbers, the number 2 and the number 5. February 22nd, 2020 is the date of their fight. That's 5 2s, two most important numbers. Abraham Lincoln, 5th president. Slave abolition, which was his act, February 22nd. They knew what they were doing, bro, because they also knew what Deontay Wilder was doing. That fight was on the 22nd because Deontay Wilder was trying to go out with a bang, like put together a big part of Black history. That was a huge connection. Y'all saw the pro-Black entrance and all that stuff. Y'all already know for a fact how the elites do. They're not gonna let nobody do anything that's too pro-Black. And when I say too pro-Black, I mean anything that establishes dominance from the Black race. Anything. Shoot, they hardly let us do anything that established us being equal. Deontay Wilder is too big for them to be comfortable. That's all it is. He's too big for them to be comfortable. The moment he got on that interview with Radio Raheem punk ass and said, till this day, and that went viral, that was the day he was doomed. That's the day they started setting that man up. They put him on the biggest platform of his career and they tried to destroy him. Tyson Fury tried to kill that man in the ring. He tried to kill that man. He gained 40 plus pounds. Or no, he didn't gain 40 plus pounds. He gained 20 plus pounds, and he was 40 plus pounds heavier than Deontay Wilder. He was hitting him with bare knuckles through the wrist part of his gloves. And I have pictures that I'm gonna post all over my community tab, so y'all will see it. Anybody, any trolls can get on here and say I'm lying. It is what it is. Every Tyson Fury fan that's denying the blatant truth and everything that we're seeing in these slow-mo videos that were captured from ESPN's footage. So it's not tampered with. It's ESPN that put it out. It's Fox that put it out. So anybody who believes that's fake and is going on and on about it being fake, you're a racist. You're a prick and you're weak. That's all that is. What up, Lil Loaded? D23 Gucci. What up, GQ? What up, Christian? What up, Iman? Y'all, I'm pissed off. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Because a moment that was supposed to be celebratory for Black people, they couldn't let us have it. Deontay Wilder is already the most dominant heavyweight. Tyson Fury, what he does to his opponents, he can't do it to every opponent. Y'all saw what happened when he fought that freaking nobody and that dude split him open like a grape. Dude split him open. Deontay Wilder's proven it doesn't matter who you are, how good you are, you're getting dropped. He was too big. They couldn't allow that to happen. Just like Michael Jackson was too big. Prince was too big. Tupac was too big. Mike Tyson back in the day caught a rape charge that he didn't even commit. They tried to get Chris Brown the same way because he was about to own his masters. Tupac did the same thing to him. Then they killed him. Come on, y'all. Y'all see exactly what's happening. Muhammad Ali, they sent him to jail because he dodged the draft, but the guy had a fight just days after the draft. So he literally could not do the draft or he would miss his fight. And they called him a draft ducker or somebody who ducked the draft dodger. But Donald Trump dodged the draft with no other obligations and he's good. He's okay. But Muhammad Ali, they referred to that man as a coward, even though he was fighting for his country in the ring. The man went to the Olympics multiple times. But we forget about that. They don't want to talk about that. Why? Y'all know why, bro. Y'all already know why. And I didn't want to do it on this laptop because the camera quality is so terrible. But my Dell is destroyed right now and I'm trying to get it fixed. So I have to use this low quality camera. I couldn't keep quiet anymore, guys. I couldn't. Bro, I have pictures of what Tyson Fury did, bro. I have pictures. So y'all hold on, let me pull them up. What the heck do you see right there? That's his skin, guys. Those are his knuckles and the wrist portion of the glove. That man was hitting Deontay Wilder with bare knuckles, bro. Look at this. I got another one. You can see his knuckles even when he's got his hands raised in the air. Y'all can see that? Got another one. Oh, wait, I don't have the main one I should have. So whenever he was flicking that jab, the glove was coming this way and going that way at over a 90-degree angle. That's impossible. Look, my fist is bald. I can, you hear that? You hear that noise it's making? That's how hard I'm trying to bend it. It's not bending forward or back. The gloves make it even harder than it is without the gloves. So how in the world is this man's gloves flicking back and forth unless his wrist was not all the way in the gloves? And he had something had to be in that glove for it to be flicking back and forth that rapidly. There's no way that without any weight added to the glove that's happening. So anybody who really believes that Tyson Fury won that fight fair and square, you're morons. You have no intellect if you really believe that. And if you even the people that are trying to care how Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder, they just wanted Deontay Wilder to go down. They had a problem with that man ever since he said till this day. And every single person who was bet against him and seemed so happy when the man went down, y'all are coons, bro. Y'all are coons. Yeah, he really cheated, bro. Hey, check that out. You sure right. Biggie was too big, dead. Nipsey Hussle was too big, dead. Pop Smoke was getting there, dead. They tried to take out 50 Cent. They blackballed him because they couldn't kill him. Anybody who gets that big and has that much power, they're taking them down, bro. Check this out. Will Smith, huge, bigger than life. Why is it that we never knew about that movie where he did that gay scene where he played a gay role and his boyfriend was some white guy that was gay in the movie. I never knew anything about it. I'm the biggest Will Smith fan there is. We never knew anything about it until that man ended up getting his sixth Grammy nominee winning movie in a row. In a row. Nobody else did that. Nobody. Then he won an award 10 years later from when the show stopped airing for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You tell me that. Kobe, another one, bigger than life, gone. Check this out. Did y'all notice that the color for the fly? I bet y'all didn't know that, did y'all? If the fight is in Las Vegas, why in the world are those colors purple and gold, which represents LA? And then I can't remember exactly who it was. I don't know if it was Young Pharaoh, Brotherhood, or somebody else, but they broke down the fact that Patrick Mahomes was 24, the third black man to win the Super Bowl, and Kobe wore the number 24 at the time of his passing. And I'm not really the conspiracy theorist guy, but it makes sense to me. Bro, the elites play with numbers. That's how they speak to each other about what's gonna happen. I'm telling y'all, bro, like that man was set up. He was set up. He had no clue what he was walking into. No clue. And check this out. Somebody go ahead and give me somebody find the interview where Deontay Wilder said his costume was too heavy. Because I haven't seen the interview. And I've been looking all over YouTube. I have not seen the interview. Somebody just printed an article saying he said that crap. But with all those cameras around him, nobody got it on film. Nobody got the shit on film. Yeah, a bunch of them. Nobody got it on film. All those cameras that were following that man around and in that man's locker room. And you mean to tell me that nobody got him saying that on film? And I could tell you, the person who printed the stuff, that's plagiarism. It's not real. No, it's not plagiarism. It's I don't know what to call it, but it's not real. He hasn't talked to anybody since the fight ended. The man's in Africa right now. Or he was at the time that article came out. Oh, wait. You're right. I'm wrong. Lincoln wasn't the fifth president. He's on the $5 bill. That's my mistake. Lincoln is definitely the 16th president. He's on the $5 bill, though. That's what I meant to say. Lincoln is on the $5 bill. Appreciate that, bro. At the end of the day, though, 5 and 2 is still the most important numbers in this. And that's something I got from somebody else. That's not my research. Yeah, like, and like, but real talk though, bro. Like, did you see the videos with that man's knuckles showing through the wrist part of his gloves? I shouldn't have got on here while I'm this emotional, but bro, I couldn't help it, bro. I couldn't take it any longer. Because I thought my laptop was gonna be fixed today, and it's not. So I'm on here with this super low quality. I appreciate those that are sticking on, even though the quality is trash. But bro, just think about it, bro. Like, what happened? What happened to Deontay Wilder? What was a public lynching, bro? Like that. That's what that was. They saw what he was doing as defiance. How dare this man think he's bigger than us? How dare he say the things he's saying in media? There's no way Deontay Wilder has been in there with way bigger punchers, and those guys could not phase him. He's sleeping them. But every single round Tyson Fury's putting the hurt on him, when just a few months ago, he couldn't phase Deontay Wilder. Nothing he did worked. And Deontay Wilder dropped him twice, had the man sleep, eyes in the back of his head. Things don't change that drastically in a matter of a couple fights, bro. That does not happen. It doesn't. And another thing, why did Tyson Fury cut that camera off, bro? Why did he cut the camera off before he got his hands wrapped? We saw Deontay Wilder getting his hands wrapped. Why we didn't get to see Tyson Fury get his hands wrapped? The commentator said himself earlier, and I quote, earlier Tyson Fury was trying to put a towel over the camera, but I guess he just decided now to unplug it. And then, boom, video's off. Nobody asked a question about that, bro. Nobody asked a question. Nobody asked why that man's camera was cut off. Nobody. You got professional fighters talking about how masterful his performance was and how he shocked them, he surprised them. They've never seen Deontay Wilder look that bad. Well, you're telling yourself the story, my guy. You've never seen a man look that bad. You've never seen Tyson Fury look that good. He cut his camera off. His batter. Then people are trying to justify it by saying he relaxed his hand. Bro, the way a boxing glove is shaped, the most you can relax your hand is like this. Guess what? My wrist still ain't flapping all the way back like this and all the way forward like this, just from me throwing it out there. That tape makes it to where you have no choice but to keep your wrist locked. Tell me I'm wrong. Not only do they have the tape on, like the hand wraps and the tape on the wrist and their hands, but the tape is on the gloves too. He had brand new gloves. Anybody who's actually boxed before knows how long it takes to break in gloves. Like this scar right here on my pinky came from me putting in work to break in a brand new pair of gloves, and they're still not broken in, bro. My first pair of boxing gloves, which are not nowhere near as tight as 10 ounces, they're 16 ounces. It took me 3.5 months to break those gloves in, hitting cement bags and heavy bags. How in the heck is Tyson Fury having gloves that loose and they're brand new? Because the gloves weren't loose. His fist wasn't all the way in them. Anybody who believes that man won that fight fair and square is an idiot, bro, or a bigot. But like all these new media pages on YouTube are reporting on it. With all these people talking about it, why the heck is ESPN and Fox not covering what happened? When any other situation they would have covered it. Antonio Margarito got caught, and it was all over Fox and ESPN, and they did a special on it about it on Showtime. And guess what? Kenny Bayless is the same exact ref for whenever Antonio Margarito got caught cheating against Miguel Cotto as the second fight for Tyson Fury versus Wilder. You want to tell me that's a coincidence? You want to tell me that's a coincidence? Not only that, there was a man named Tommy something who they let take a beating, even though he was already knocked out. He was up against the ropes. And this was a white man getting beaten by a black man, but it's because that white man got too big for his own good, and he started talking big, and they were like, and he didn't take a dive like he was supposed to, because the mafia or the mob or whatever had bets against for the other fighter. We already knew that the other fighter was going to win. He was the better boxer, but Tommy dared to win. It's the same guy who plays Tommy in Rocky IV. That guy. They let that ref stood there while that man took 20 unanswered punches up against the ropes, head popping side to side, up and like, bro, he almost killed that man. It wasn't until he slowly started sliding down the ropes, still getting hit on the way down, where the ref finally jumped in and grabbed the other fighter to pretend like he really cared about that man's life. That's the type of stuff they do to you when you get too big for your own good and you're defiant. They saw Deontay Wilder as defiant. I'm telling y'all, bro, like boxing is a dirty sport. And I'm a boxer myself. I love the sport, bro. But I guarantee you, I will not try to get as big as these boxers have gotten, bro. Because look what they do to you. Look what they do to you. You know why they didn't do Mayweather that way, even though he was as dominant as he was? Because he played nice. You've never heard Deontay Wilder get on the internet and say, or any interview and say anything pro-black. Never. I love Mayweather as a fighter, and I love him as a businessman. But if I'm being honest and I'm calling a spade, you've never heard Floyd Money Mayweather get on there and say anything pro-black. That's why he was allowed to be as dominant as he was. So for all the people that be like, "Oh, what about Floyd? What about Floyd?" That debunks your argument. No, it doesn't. Floyd is not the same as Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is referring to black people as kings and queens. Anybody of ethnic background as kings and queens. He's talking about how his people had to fight through slavery and how we're still fighting to this day. He talks about how he doesn't just do this for himself, he does it for black people, period. He talks about how us black folks need to love each other more because all we do is hate each other. We stare in each other's face, we're rude. Him talking like that is what put that mark on his back, y'all. And I'm sorry if it seems like I'm yelling at y'all, but bro, I'm aggravated. I'm livid. I'm upset. I'm hurt. Because this shouldn't happen to somebody just because they stand for something. Like, somebody tell me I'm wrong. Is that my battery going? Hold on, let me plug this computer in. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong and I'm overthinking something, but I don't believe I am. Deontay Wilder is larger than life and they're scared of him, bro. They're scared of the man. Controlled. And yeah, LBN Savallo, you're correct, bro. Deontay Wilder will win that trilogy as long as they don't try no snake stuff on him. But this type of media needs to get out to Deontay Wilder. I don't know if he's seen Young Pharaoh. Everybody's seen what Young Pharaoh was saying. I sat up and watched that man for 55 minutes when I was supposed to be asleep. Everything that man said made sense. He proved every bit of Tyson Fury's cheating ways. And the fact that it still hasn't gotten to ESPN, hasn't gotten to Fox, they don't want to talk about it because they're in on it, bro. They're in on it. All the people who check the gloves, in on it. Tyson Fury's corner, in on it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an inside man on Deontay Wilder's corner that knew exactly what that man walking into. What a great observation. Fantastic contrast between Wilder and Mayweather concerning pro-black remarks. Why do you think Stephen A. Smith ain't commenting on this? You want to know why? Because Stephen A. Smith is one prideful guy. So the fact that he got on media and started talking about how stupid it is for Deontay Wilder to take the trilogy so soon, and how he got outclassed, he got beaten, and he talked about how dumb some excuse that if he goes back, it's almost like whenever the newspaper gets something wrong or an article, that's like writing a paper and you got a bunch of red marks on it because of spelling errors and grammar errors. He retracted statements. Stephen A. When have you guys ever known Stephen A. Smith to admit he's wrong? Max Kellerman schools this guy on a regular basis. And all Stephen A. Smith does is get louder and louder and get and start doing all this extra stuff to make it seem like how dare you see it from that point of view, you're so wrong. No. What do you see Max Kellerman do? Keep his composure and stick with his side of the argument. You don't ever see him discredit Stephen A. Smith. He speaks his side of the argument, knowing that most 9 times out of 10, any real sports fan is going to know that he's the one in the right in that situation. Now, don't get me wrong. Stephen A. Smith is not always wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm saying whenever he's wrong, he doesn't admit it. He doesn't. He's not going to admit he's wrong. He might not ever comment on it. But guess what? Evander Holyfield believes that Deontay Wilder was cheated. Jeff Mayweather believes that Deontay Wilder was cheated. Gervonta Tank Davis believes that Deontay Wilder was cheated. Eddie Hearns said that he believes it too. It's always possible, and he feels that they need to ask Deontay Wilder. I mean, not Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Real talk, like people are gonna call us whiners and they're gonna say we're complaining and we're just hurt over the loss. Bro, I am hurt over the loss. I am, because it's not a real loss. Not only that, they tried to kill that man on camera. Right now, there's an article that just got printed. Hold on. Because right now, bro, like I'm actually on here finding more stuff, bro. Like I'm giving it all to you guys. I'm letting not letting none of this stuff skate by. Check this out. Check this out. All right, this one right. So check this out. Tyson Fury rejects water after asking who it came from, indicating he knew it was spiked. I don't know about y'all, but did Deontay Wilder not look sluggish from the very beginning of the fight? Just saying. You know, people are so quick. People are so quick to say, "Oh, quit whining, it's a fair and square." How do you look at them pictures and not believe what's being said about the pictures when you can see it? The man's knuckles are coming out of the wrist portion of his gloves. Who's got bottomless steak fries by the fat? Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro, but run that belt back. Once Tyson Fury is caught, he needs to get that felony assault charge first and foremost. He needs to go ahead and surrender that belt because he didn't earn it. Deontay Wilder's record needs to go back to 44-0 because Tyson Fury should have been disqualified for the 2 fights he fought. Because the glove BS he did, it should have been DQ for both of those. And then check this out. Old media keeps trying to like overrun everything that we're putting out about Tyson Fury cheating by talking about this Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight. Bro, we don't care about that, bro. Anthony Joshua could have fought either one of them a long time ago, bro, but he was running like a chicken. The man didn't want to fight. I'm tired of this, bro. Y'all can't let us have nothing. Unless we submit in some sort of way. Like, bro, and then the sad thing is, bro, even black folks are all on the media clowning this man. Bro, he stuck up for us. He gets in that ring and risks his life on a regular basis for us. And I'm not trying to exclude any race. I'm just saying that he did this specifically for us. Who stands up for us, bro? Seriously. And what happens every time an athlete does stand up for us? They get crucified, bro. Look what they did to Colin Kaepernick. Crucified for standing up for us. Y'all wanna tell me this isn't normal behavior? I say I ain't mad that you president. I died the king. Can you interpret that for me real quick? Like what? Like explain that real quick. Then you got Larry Merchant getting on camera on live television talking about Deontay Wilder the last black hope, bro. Like what the heck does that mean? Thank you, bro. When Dominic Brazil got dropped like that and his eyes went in the back of his head, bro, they didn't give no type, like they waved that off immediately. Tyson Fury gets up at 10 and is good. Get the heck out of here, bro. Um, excuse me. But bro, like at the end of the day though, all new media is covering this. So it is what it is. I don't care if I have a big platform or a small platform to talk about this, bro. I'm not gonna shut up about it until they do something, bro. Like, bro, y'all like that's destroying the integrity of the sport, bro. And then they swear up and down that it's not about race. The only person that made it about race is Deontay Wilder. Okay, well, how about the fact that a bunch of white Americans wanted Tyson Fury, who represents the UK, to win over the American boxer? And I'm not gonna say American black boxer, even though Deontay Wilder's a black man. He's an American, bro. Americans cheered for a UK fighter over an American. Do you think they would have done that if Deontay Wilder was white? No, they wouldn't. They were booing that man as he walked in. He had people from the UK and people from America booing him. You kidding me, bro? Like, bro, I'm not having this, bro. Somebody has got to do something. We have got to do something, bro. This type of thing can't slide. How many other fighters is this gonna happen to? If it slides this one time, how many other fighters like I can tell you like this, bro. If I get beat down with bare fists, bare knuckles by a guy that's that big, I'm dead. I'm not gonna survive it. Deontay Wilder just has the chin of a freaking gladiator. I honestly think you couldn't kill that man by hitting him in the jaw with a hammer. That's him. You know how many boxers out there that don't have the chin of Deontay Wilder? That don't have the grit of Deontay Wilder? What happens to them and they get cheated like that? They die in that ring. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick of people dying in the ring. We need to do something. Something, bro. No more cheating. Boxing is too dangerous of a sport for people to cheat, bro. Think about that. You can die. And all the people that are clowning Wilder, that man could have died in front of his baby girls, in front of his wife, in front of his sons. The man's got a family. He's got kids, bro. He could have died in there. And y'all don't care about that. Y'all just think making the memes about him and talking about how he's making all these excuses is funny. Don't you find it strange that the destructive punch that gave Fury a concussion in one fight, he had absolutely no concern about the second fight? I mean, he displayed no caution whatsoever. Exactly. And I tell you this, nobody's that brave in boxing. Nobody. Nobody. But look, I fight at 152. I'm not gonna just run up on a guy that I know has power in my weight class and not have some sort of defense working there. Bro, check this out. Check this out. Any other fight you watch with Fury, he's setting up everything with a stiff jab, not a flick jab, a stiff jab. All of a sudden, when he gets in there with Wilder, he's using a flick jab. That's because he couldn't keep his freaking gloves still, guys. And they keep making excuses for this man, bro. He did it. And it's like, people are going to keep giving him the benefit of the doubt here, all while this man is claiming to be a Christian. He going to have to answer for what he's done in hell, bro. You're a Christian man, but you just did some hellbound shit, bro. Not only that, he licked the blood off Deontay Wilder's neck. Who does that? In consumption of human blood like a demonic ritual? Why are you licking blood off Deontay Wilder's neck? Tell me that. Somebody answer that question. Why the heck is he licking blood off Deontay Wilder's neck? And he's so Christian-like. Man ain't no goddamn Christian, bro. He came over here with that bull because United States of America is a predominantly Christian country. I don't know what they are over there in the UK, but he wasn't acting like no Christian. And the way the fans reacted when he started flickering his tongue out like that wasn't no Christian behavior. So his fans ain't Christian. Telling y'all, bro, that man cheated. Get that belt back for Deontay Wilder, bro. We want that belt back, bro. And the record back. He's 44-0. Deontay Wilder is 44-0. Tyson Fury saga. Cheating saga. Dude's a coward, bro. Probably get knocked out by a cruiserweight. And then the thing is, though, bro, it doesn't just stop with Wilder, bro. Who's to say he didn't do this to somebody else? The man admitted to being coked up while he fought Vladimir Klitschko. Did they strip that title? No, they didn't. They suspended him for a year or so. Real talk, bro. He tried to kill that man, bro. And I'm still looking at footage, guys. Like, and because this isn't where I'm not I don't want y'all to think that after this I'm gonna be off the topic and I'm gonna just let it go. Like, no, bro, we're gonna keep going until something gets done. I'm making uploads about this. Every update, bro. As soon as my laptop, my Dell gets fixed, bro. Every single update we get, I'm making a video on it, bro. Until something gets done. Until the commission gives Deontay Wilder his record and his belt back. And that unified bout happens between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Because you already know Deontay Wilder's going to knock him out. Tyson Fury can't knock out Anthony Joshua, bro. Unless he cheats again. He's not going to do that to a fellow UK citizen, bro. Real talk, if you're against racism, bro, don't let them castrate us like that. Don't let them do that. Deontay Wilder proved dominance a long time ago. Get them belts back. But check this out, guys. Like, I'm about to take off. I promise y'all, as soon as my Dell gets fixed, I'm going to post an upload on all this, bro. I'm posting photos, any video clips I can find. I'm coming with the whole shebang, every update, and I'm gonna name drop everybody who's in agreement as far as professional boxers and anybody that's involved with sports media that agrees that Tyson Fury cheated. All right, I fit in out. This